Oh, sorry. I didn't realize I was tapping my foot like that. Yeah, sorry. It's like this unconscious thing I do. I'll try to stop, though. Yeah, it's absolutely horrible. No idea why they're not opening up a second register or something. Because at this rate, we're going to be here till tomorrow. You're in a rush? Well, that just makes it even worse for you then. If you want, you can go ahead. Not that it matters that much, since whoever's at the register's scanning so slowly. Yeah. Makes me want to go back there and scan it myself. I mean, come on. Beep, 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 done. It's not that hard. Do you think they're like a new worker, or they're just tired, or what? Yeah. I always try to see the best in people. Maybe they're just having a terrible day and they really, really shouldn't have been called into work right now. I used to work retail too. Absolute nightmare. Your boss thinks you have nothing better to do than work on any hour of the day. The customers assume you're either their slave or keep asking you 1,000 things while you need to get a certain task done. It's all just so frustrating. Not to mention the occasional Karen that comes in. Some people are just filled with audacity and nothing else, you know. Are you sure you're okay? You seem even more frustrated with this line than me. What are you in a rush for? Oh, you're on work time at this hour? Jeez, that sounds awful. What do you do for a living to be shopping for someone else? Ah, a personal assistant. I imagine that might be a bit like working retail. Literally being paid to help someone with everything they do sounds like it gets people in the habit of treating you like a servant to some degree. Yeah, sounds really awful. I could never last in that job. I'd cuss them out as soon as something like that happened and get fired immediately. So, since you're still on the job, I guess you're pretty good at it. I mean, silver linings, right? There's probably millions of people out there who would do worse than you at your job for one reason or another. So you should never think you're the worst at your job. Because even if you were, they'd simply fire you. The fact that you still work the job you do is purely a reward for the fact that you're better than most people would do it. Anyway, I'm just bumbling now. I'll stop bugging you. I'm sure you have better things to do or to think about while waiting for this queue to get smaller. Oh, really? That's so sweet of you to say. I don't get a lot of people saying they like my voice. The go-to compliment is my height or my muscles. And we all know what I like your muscles really means. I mean, I get it. Certain like magazines and the fitness industry have made people who look like me, well, a category on sites you don't want to be a category on, to say it politely, but compliments like I like your voice really show, to me at least, that you're actually complimenting me as a person rather than like the image I have as a whole. Honestly, more than you think. Lots of people out there who want a guy like me as their partner, both ladies and gentlemen. I think it's for the same reason people want, like, goths and, what do they call it now? DILFs? Yeah. Regardless, I'm happy you like my voice. You've got a very pleasant voice yourself. No, I swear, I'm not just saying that. I really do. I never lie when complimenting someone. That does mean I give less compliments than most people might, but I don't care. Because it means when someone does get a compliment from me, they know I really mean it and that it's sincere. Really, if I say I like your voice, that's me saying I really like your voice, not just returning the favor of a compliment. Well, I'm glad that it makes you feel a bit better about yourself. You're too cute to be down like that. Really? I'm not usually the one to start a conversation, but I'm happy you asked me about my foot tapping because I really wanted to talk to you, to be honest. I just couldn't figure out how to strike up a conversation. But now that we're talking, and that means I can actually tell you how cute I think you are. Look, I don't want to keep you away from your job. I think the cashier's finally beginning to pick up the pace a little over there. But if you want, I could give you my number and we could meet again sometime for a date. I would honestly love it if we could. You seem like you're really interesting. And your job is definitely interesting as well. Of course. Wait, let me give you my card. I think I have it somewhere over here. There it is. That's my name, number, and email address. No matter how you want to contact me, I'm available every single day for at least a few hours. Yeah, I run my own company. Nothing big, but small service industry, but it makes good money. If you ever come over, I'll give you a discount. Wait, not service like that. I mean, we help people plan activities. Oh my God, I'm so embarrassed. I didn't mean to imply anything like that. No. Not that there's something inherently wrong with that kind of job, but I'm not providing that kind of service, you know? God. I'm just making the hole deeper the longer I keep talking, aren't I? I'm sorry. I'm usually a lot more composed than this, but I'm just really struggling for some reason right now. Maybe it's just because you've got this effect on me. I mean, I do feel I'm blushing a bit, but I didn't think it'd be this bad already. I mean, I do get flustered pretty easily. Even when you're not actively trying to flirt with me, it might already be too much for me to handle, really. Especially since I really like you. I know. Don't look like that. I know. We've barely met and you're in a rush to get back to your boss, but I can't really help it, you know? Once upon a time, you just see someone crossing the street and something in your head just kind of clicks. Life suddenly feels like it makes sense. Not that anything in your life has changed all that much, but you've just seen someone that you feel is just right. I don't know how else to describe it. Yeah, it might just be instinct, but I think we'd be really great together. Of course, we don't know each other yet. We've talked for like 10 minutes tops. And we haven't the slightest clue if we'll ever meet again, assuming you don't call me. And I know people prefer to have this long dating thing where you get to know each other and dance around the point for a long time, but I just have instinct, I guess. I can just feel it. Feel how compatible I am with someone. Trust me, it feels really weird. It's not quite a sixth sense, but it's also not quite knowledge either. It just feels like I'm hungry, kind of. God, I'm terrible with words. It's hard to express any of this, so I usually don't, but I'm trying to explain to you that I think saying I love you already might make me come across as really weird, but it's not far away from it. If you want to, and I'm not saying you have to, of course, you can just say no, and I swear I won't bother you ever again, but if you want to, I really want to go out with you sometime, and you can pick the place anywhere, I'll pay, as long as I can afford it, but I really would do anything for you to just give me a chance. I get it. If you think I'm coming on too strong, it's kind of overwhelming to me too. I don't usually feel this strong about someone I've never met, and I was hoping you'd give me a chance to see why that is. Yeah, I know. We're in a grocery store and I'm spilling my heart to a stranger. Very, very aware of that fact and how awkward it is, but just give me an answer and I'll either get out of your hair or try and be quiet to make it less awkward, but in either case, if you answer quickly, this entire situation becomes a lot less awkward. You're willing to give it a shot? Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh my gosh, No, wait, I'll try and keep it zipped. I promised you that. You think it's cute? You're making it worse now. Okay, I know this is just an absurd question, like, really totally insane, but would you mind if I kissed you right now? I need to do something to vent this or I feel like I might explode. I can. Thank you. Oh my. Okay. I'm sorry if this entire conversation has been a roller coaster. I'm pretty sure I'm just as embarrassed as you are. I'm just a bit of a mess right now, let's be honest. More than a bit of a mess, a big mess. I totally lost control of my thoughts for a bit, just very hard to keep up with myself. Let's start with, thank you for kissing me. Thank you for putting up with what must be the weirdest way you've ever met someone, and I hope to meet you again very soon. All right, bye. I'm going to get out of here now. Right. Groceries. Right, I was buying things. Can't forget the things and stuff. You're very close. Very, very close. No, I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm going to be honest, I can barely feel my legs anymore. You're just turning me into jelly at this point. You like that? Oh, God. Okay. All right. Okay. This escalated very quickly. I don't think this is decent for a supermarket, and definitely not while you're still on the job. So if that cashier would please just hurry up so you can get you back on the job and I can get back home and just sit there and think about how soft your lips are and how sweet you smell and how good you taste, and I'm okay. I really need to go home right now because I cannot be held responsible for my actions if I spend too much time in your presence. Yeah, that's intense, which, to be fair, isn't exactly your fault. It's mostly mine. But still, probably best to, chill for a bit so that we don't spend the rest of the week in bed and get you fired. Just thank you so much for giving me the chance with this. Thank you so much for just striking up a conversation. If you didn't, I might have seen you walk away without a word between us, and he'd be the one who got away, but, well, let's just say I really, really look forward to our date, you know? Definitely. But I think I'm going to explode right here if we talk too long, so if you don't mind, I'm going to just take this to the cashier and we'll meet again really soon.